Hey girl, real quick. I'm so excited about the new habit-based fitness app I just launched, and I want to invite you to come check it out because I know it will finally help you stay consistent and see and feel results. The programming was created with you in mind. Come get a free 7-day trial inside of the Training for Life app at trainingforlifeapp.com. I can't wait to see you in there. Okay, let's get into the show. Hey there, welcome to Habit Hack Thursday, where I share a habit hack around fitness, mindset, or food freedom in order to help you train for life and make your health a lifestyle. No dieting around here. So let's go. Hey friends, welcome back to Habit Hack Your Health. It is time for Habit Hack Thursday. Let's get into it. So when it comes to your own food freedom habits, depending on if you're focused on weight loss or maintenance, all while still trying to live your best life, this does require us to plan ahead sometimes. You find a groove with some mini meal prep at home and you're feeling strides and a little bit more in control of your healthy habit journey in regards to food, which, by the way, if you do struggle with meal prep, go grab my free download. It's 5 weeknight ingredient meals. It's the way I meal prep and the way I put together meals. I cannot follow a long recipe because squirrel brain over here. I gotta be able to just look at what I have and create some protein, have some veggies that are quick to put on the side, maybe in the air fryer, and a thing of rice. Like, that's how I put together my meals. But I have 5 weeknight ingredient meals for you. I have a shopping list for you. Go grab it. It's super easy meal prep. It's at bit.ly/ingredient meals. It's linked in the show notes for you. So, okay, we're in the groove with our meal prep. We're feeling good. We're feeling more in control. But what about when your girlfriends want to get together for brunch or tacos and margaritas, or you have a birthday party for some kiddos, or work travel, or you really just want to grab your favorite coffee at Starbucks? I think what tends to happen, especially with us as women, we have these life events come up and you don't want to miss out on the connection, the fun, or the experience of having the food sometimes associated with these events, right? But then when you do, we have something that just gets triggered in our minds sometimes that, oh my gosh, my progress is just totally derailed now because you had the margarita or you had a piece of birthday cake. And then from there, it just keeps going and going and going and can spiral in the other direction. Now, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, my friend. There is a way to plan ahead for these life events so you can still meet your goals in regards to your food freedom without feeling like you're restricting yourself. So here are 5 tips to help you find that balance. So step number 1, I want you to plan ahead if you are going out to a restaurant. Look at the restaurant website for nutrition info before you go if you're in the process of tracking calories, for example. This past week we went out to brunch for one of my girlfriend's birthdays. I usually love avocado toast. I looked online at this particular restaurant and I was like, that's not really fitting in with my goals this week as far as my calories and my protein intake. So I found something on the menu that was even higher in protein and got that, and it was great and it was lovely. But I would have never known that had I not looked ahead of time. You can even do that with drink menus as well, because you'll be shocked how much sugar is in things. And sometimes you can substitute for like a skinny margarita instead, so you don't have all that extra sugar and just feeling the blah that comes after that. So plan ahead. There are a lot of great resources. Use the internet to your advantage for that. Second, when you go to grab a sweet treat, make it special versus just ordinary. For me, I can really go crazy with Starbucks. Sometimes I have in the past, but I try to limit myself to 1 Starbucks a month, more so just to save money because it's so expensive and I do so many substitutions because I like a bougie drink. Now, my favorite Starbucks coffee is almost 500 calories, and I think it's about 50 grams of sugar. So if I get it, I usually just get it once a month as a treat, like usually when I'm getting ready to start my period, really, because it just feels like such a super special treat. Or if I find myself wanting a Starbucks another time of the month, for example, I order in a way that's not wasting calories on just a drink. So for me, getting a Starbucks is a special treat. It's not just an ordinary thing I do every day. I do it once a month versus having it every day. And that helps me balance out my food freedom for me. Number 3, okay, let's say you're going to a birthday party. Eat ahead. Eat ahead so you're not going in just ravenous. And if the only thing served is desserts, girl, you're going to eat them all because you're just hungry. I'm telling you, I've done it. So eat before you go. Have a satiating meal, high in protein. And when you're there, have a piece of cake. Enjoy it if you want to, but just have that meal before you go. That way you're not going in hungry and then just chowing down on like 3 pieces of cake instead. Number 4, okay, let's say you got work travel planned and you're not sure what food is going to be available. A lot of times you're in conference rooms or you're in a hotel and they serve like these big buffets. So if in doubt, and there's not a ton of options, just always start with protein and build from there. Get the chicken breast, get the fish, get the steak or whatever, and load up on that. That way you're satiated and you're not going to feel just blah the rest of the day. So at least start with protein if you're not sure what's going to be served. And a bonus tip, for sure, drink your water. It's very easy just to chug water, or coffee the whole time, or if they have candy set out and too much caffeine and sugar while you're sitting all day, it's just not a great combination. So drink tons and tons of water. Have that cup of coffee if you want. Sneak a little piece of candy here and there, but don't go in it without thinking, I'm going to focus on protein and keeping myself hydrated. And then lastly, use a tracking tool. That way you can kind of have an idea of how many calories are in certain food items, or even more importantly, protein, which is so important for us as women. You've heard me talk about on the show a bazillion times, right? But this is going to help train your brain. Over time, it will become second nature. So you don't have to track your macros forever, and help you kind of like eyeball your meals when you're outside of like your normal eating habits and patterns. And that way you're able to make decisions for yourself from there. That way you're not pulling out your app, like looking on MyFitnessPal, being like, well, how many ounces of chicken this is? You'll have an idea after tracking, maybe say for like a month and eating some of the same things. You'll be able to eyeball how much protein is some things, roughly approximately how many calories. That way you feel a little bit more empowered in your decisions. So using these 5 tips over time, the point is I want it to become a habit for yourself. It will become second nature, where you are just not restricting or saying no to fun events due to what food is going to be there. You are empowered because you've been tracking. You have an idea of the macro counts for things. You have a plan if you're traveling for work. You're going to a birthday party, not ravenous. You're enjoying a sweet treat and making it special versus just an ordinary everyday thing, like for Starbucks, for example. And you're planning ahead when you're going out to eat. That is very empowering as habits go and in regards to your own food freedom journey. That way you don't restrict yourself. You're still able to meet your goals while just living your life. And that is true food freedom and training for life. So let me know if this episode resonated with you. I love these Habit Hack Thursdays. If you ever have a suggestion or a tip or a question for me, please make sure to send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. I also have on my website where you can leave me a voice note if you want me to answer your question live on the show. So you totally got this. This is going to leave you feeling empowered and still be able to reach your goals with your own food freedom. I just know it. You got this, and I'll catch you on the next episode. I am so proud of you for listening to another episode of Habit Hack Your Health. I don't want you to just feel inspired, but I want you to go take action. To help you do that, go grab a free 7-day trial inside of the Training for Life app. This is habit-based fitness programming that you won't find anywhere else. A full fitness library with workouts programmed around what we need as midlife moms, and habit trainings and accountability community to help you stay consistent no matter what season of life that you're in. Go to trainingforlifeapp.com to start your free 7-day trial, and let's start training for life together. I'm so rooting for you, girl. I'll see you in the next episode.